They hate when you elevate. They stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate.
What's good, guys? Your boy Damien Cryer back in the building with another video. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, blessed, and amazing day today. You already know, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you already know what to do. Turn that bell on, subscribe to the channel and all that stuff. I'll be dropping the links to my other channels in the description box down below. I told you guys I was gonna be back. I dropped a video on my other channel yesterday, and I dropped 2 videos on Facebook yesterday. So if you have not checked those videos out, man, go on over and check those videos out right now. So I want to start this video off by saying thank you to everyone for all of the wonderful, positive feedback. You know, even if it was a negative comment, I still feel like that it was good feedback, because your boy kind of needed that, man. Your boy needed that. Sometimes, man, we forget the things that happen to us, or sometimes we forgive the things that happen to us. Sometimes we forget the things, but we cannot let that stuff go, man. It's okay to forgive someone, but you can never forget some things. And that's the reason why I did the video that I did yesterday, as far as, like, you know, asking second opinions and stuff like that, which I could have kept all that stuff that I put out there personally to myself. I didn't have to tell nobody about it. I didn't have to share anything with anyone. But as I always said, you guys are like family to me. Y'all watch my videos, y'all comment. Some of y'all email me. Some of y'all I became pretty cool with on Instagram in the past. And so that's why I put the stuff out there. Now, you know, me, I already know what the right moves is for me to make, you know, but sometimes you just need to hear from somebody else. Sometimes you just need to be reminded. So when I went to my son's house to shoot pool, it wasn't just to ask him the question. I actually pulled up because that's what we do. That's what we do, like, you know. So it's just, while I was there, that was one of the things that I wanted to, you know, ask. But I'm letting you guys know right now, you know, like I said in the previous video, I'm no one's sugar daddy. I'm no one's rebound. I don't plan on being no one's sugar daddy. I don't plan on being no one's rebound. I don't plan on paying someone else's bills. That I don't get involved in stuff like that. Like, I'm not gonna be second to no female where you got your own dude at home, but you want me as a side piece to do this, to do that. Like, listen, I might be older, but I'm not old. And so I'm gonna leave that for the ones who wanna pay that type of money to get that type of attention. I don't feel like I need that. And believe it or not, I'm not being funny when I say this, but I got my own motion. I mean, I got my own house. I got my own cars. I got a pretty stable job. So, you know, I'm not one of those desperate types. So as far as I'm concerned, that other situation, it's a no-go. I will not be responding. I will not be reaching out, because I'm all about moving forward. You know, I feel like this right here. Everything that I've worked my butt off this year for, you know, even though that this year is coming to an end really, really fast, I worked my butt off really hard, because I felt like that this channel, you know, it wasn't really doing, you know, what it was doing. You know, I make money over here. I make pretty decent money, to be honest with you guys. I don't make the money I used to make on this channel, but I'm very, very content with what I do make. And honestly, I don't have any complaints. I'm just like the average person. As long as my bills is paid, I got food on the table, I'm able to provide for my kids when they need something. I know I can get it. You know, one of the moms call, say, hey, you know, your kids need this, you know, whatever. I'm able to do that. I don't have to say, hey, well, you need to wait till I get paid. No, I'm able to do stuff right now. So, you know, I realized that when I felt like that this channel right here was going like downhill, I was like, well, you know, it's time for me to come up with something else, man. And it's like, people will mess up what you got going on, and they'll mess it up on purpose, and then they'll sit there and then complain because you can't do nothing but will literally mess up what you got going on. And that's something that I've experienced in the past. And that's why I feel like it's no need for me to go backwards in my life. It's no need for me to respond to anyone that I ever had a dealing with. And when I told you guys, you would never see anybody I used to fuck with on this channel. Now, you guys will see somebody else on this channel eventually, But y'all would not see somebody I used to fuck with on this channel. You never gonna see that again, man. You know, because the world is too big to segregate yourself to one situation, man. And it's a lot of good people out here and a lot of wonderful people out here who has a lot to bring to the table. Now, when that's gonna happen, I don't know. But let's just say, you know, when I say change is here, I'm not gonna say change is coming. Change is already here. Change has actually been here. I just I'm very limited on what I wanna share until that time comes. So I'm letting you guys know that the other situation is I will not be responding to that. I'm actually cool. Again, like I said earlier, I don't want other people's problems to become my problems. I've been into some crazy situations before, man. And the situations is because I allowed myself to get involved in other situations that had nothing to even do with me. I inserted myself. And all I had to do was just simply say, hey, you know, I'm cool. I don't want nothing to do with that. And that's what I'm doing this time. You know, I never responded to the message. I had got another message yesterday prior to me doing that video that I released yesterday. But it's a no-go. So I decided not to respond. It took me a long time to get where I'm at, guys. And when I say a long time, I don't mean on social media. I'm talking about right now to this day. It took me a long time to get in the space that I'm in as far as, man, I am so freaking happy. You guys do not understand it. I have so much joy in my life. I don't wake up with nothing on my mind as far as like stressed, mad, upset. Like every day, my phone rings multiple times a day. And, you know, I got cool with some people out here in H-Town. You know, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. You know, I got cool with some people out here. You know, I done met some really, really cool people, man. I'm actually going to, we actually going to be doing like a card game at my house here. You know, I don't want to say when, because y'all know how that stuff go. But I'm going to be doing a card game here and stuff. And we got some nice days coming up here. So I'm thinking about, you know, doing something out by the pool area for my guests or whatever. But so I'm making this video to let you guys know that I'm not moving forward with anything, because I don't want nobody to think that I'm just some weak dude that you can just reach out to whenever things ain't going your way, or you see that I'm doing my thing down. Damian Cryer, he doing his thing, he bounced back. You know, one thing about me, man, I'm gonna always land on my feet. Even if this YouTube stuff go away, before I took this YouTube stuff serious, I was already on my feet. I had a house, I had a nice car, and a nice pickup truck, and I had a speedboat. So it was like I was already there, you know. But the job I had, I was limited on how much money I can make a week at that job. You can only work so many hours. But the job I do now is like I'm not limited to anything. I can make as much money as I want as long as I apply myself and pick that camera up and put that work in. That's how you win, and that's my whole goal, is to win. So I don't feel like I need anybody on my team, you know, that's gonna be a part of my downfall. If I have a downfall, it's not gonna be because of nobody I used to mess with that I decided to spin the block with, because your boy ain't spinning nobody's block. It's just what you had to offer me. There's all type of people out there who could offer me the same thing and plenty more, and it don't come with, you know what I'm saying, a whole bunch of unnecessary BS. But anyway, guys, I'm actually, I put it on my community post last night. I actually took it down. Yeah, I'm definitely good with taking my community post down. You know, even if it's a positive post, I'll still take it down. So I put a community post up letting you guys know that I got a song that I'm working on. Yes, I'm working on a song, guys. Your boy has been in that little place with the earphones on my head. And I'm working on my own documentary, but I'm gonna be doing my own documentary. I'm gonna be filming my own documentary. I wanted to do it like a year ago, where I wanted to, you know, 2 years ago, I wanted to do like my own documentary. And so now the time comes where I was like, well, do I want to have this shot professionally? Do I want to have somebody to shoot my documentary for me or edit it for me? And you know what? I decided, man, listen, it's not really about the process. It's about the results. And I felt like if I just do it myself, I can get it out when I want to get it out. Not waiting on the editors to send it back to me. Not waiting on this. I can get it out myself. So I'm going to be doing a documentary on Damien Cryer. And the first part of my documentary, you're going to just see me in the first part of the documentary. Other parts of the documentary, I think it's going to be 3 parts, maybe 4 parts. You're going to see someone else joining me. In this documentary. And the documentary is going to be about my life, man. You know, like where I come from. You guys have actually heard my story. You know, I did a lot of story time videos, especially before I moved out here to Houston. Before I moved out of Fort Wayne, I was like doing videos about my life, fishing, how I grew up. But this documentary, I'm gonna go real deep into some stuff, and I'm gonna be letting you guys know like some of the crazy experiences that I had in my life, man, that led up to my shooting, to me becoming, you know, hooked into the street life, you know, just some stuff, man, that y'all wouldn't even believe, man. But I was trying to, like, I reached out to one of my brothers, and he's supposed to be sending me some pictures. And when I do the documentary, I want to be adding some of my old pictures in the documentary so you guys can see like how I look back then versus how I look now, what I was doing back then versus what I'm doing now, and stuff like that, man. So if that's something that you guys are interested in seeing, it's me do a documentary, drop a comment down below. And you can also like let me know some things, like if you guys have some questions that y'all want to ask me pertaining to the documentary before I even film the documentary. Like some of the craziest stuff that's ever happened to me. Because I'm gonna tell you, man, at 53, I got some stories for days, man. I got some stories for days, man. My life has been a roller coaster way before social media. And that's the reason why I said during the first part of this video, man, like I'm as really literally as happy as I ever been. I used to be so scared to even walk out the house, man. Like, you know, because I knew the police was looking for me. I used to be so scared to go to work because I knew I was gonna get fired. It's just like so much stuff happened to me in my life, man. And that's the reason why I say like these last 4 months, man, has been just like, it's just crazy, man. You know, the last 4 months, like, it's been hard for me just to keep my mouth shut. You know, so much stuff that I want to share, man. And it's a lot of stuff that I'm going to share, and I don't really care who feels some type of way about what you guys are going to see, because I have to live my life and I have to move on with my life. And I just feel like, you know, this documentary is something that's like long overdue. Yes, I was trying to do the documentary maybe a year or 2 ago, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't really do the documentary then, because I have so much more that I can tack on to it now. Because every day is like a different story. You know, every day is a different experience. You know, you have, I don't know if I want to like talk about like people I used to date and stuff like that, because I don't really want that part of my documentary. But there are some things that I probably will mention, but I probably really won't touch on it much. The documentary pretty much is going to be about me. So if you guys have some things that y'all want to know personally, so I don't forget to add it to it, you guys can like send me a DM on Instagram, Damien Cryer Sr., all lowercasings. Or y'all can email me at black_DAC2@yahoo.com. It's gonna be a pretty detailed documentary. I really been thinking about this for a while, and it's something that I always wanted to do, and I wasn't for sure if I wanted to do it. And it was like a whole lot involved, and like I was doing researches on like how people carry out their documentaries, and I've seen some people like do them where they have somebody to actually film it for them in the studio. Some people have a cameraman doing it for them. And I was like, you know, I think I would just do what other people have done and it actually work for them, where they actually film their own documentary. Because I always have this thing I say, and I live by it. I live by it. No matter how hard you work, no matter what you do, it's never about the process. It's really just about the results, and the results is getting it done and getting it out there. So it's I'm really excited about it. Again, I had tug of war with myself if I wanted to even do it, because I know me. I'm not the type of person to get emotional on the camera. But this is one that I probably will have some things that I'm gonna be talking about, some things that really is gonna actually come out that has affected me and impacted my life, man. And like a lot of it, like it was a negative impact, starting from the time I was like 15 years old, man. Like it was like such a negative impact, man, from seeing my first dead body laying on the ground inside of a garage on the floor. And, you know, like just so much stuff that impacted my life, to coming into adulthood, to going to jail, and then eventually making it to the big house prison. And just so much stuff has changed. And now, like, when I look back on a lot of stuff, man, it's like, you know, when I think about it, I want to talk about it, man. You guys ever heard that saying, your thoughts becomes your words becomes your actions becomes your character, and your character becomes your destiny? And that's exactly what it's become now. It's actually become my destiny. I want to actually speak about everything that's actually happened to me. And I know, like, some people, they'll hold back. But I think for this one right here, since this would be my only documentary, I don't think I will be holding back, because this is a one-time thing right here. And I feel like this would be something that people who know me, people that's close to me, and people that's dear to me, they can look back on this years after I'm gone, and they can know what type of person I was. So not only will I be leaving kids behind when I do decide to, well, it ain't gonna be my choice, but when I do cross over to the other side, you know, my kids won't be, you know, just here. I would have been done left a part of me here too, as far as through my documentary, through my words and stuff. Because maybe they can look back on this, especially my boys when they get older, they can look back on this and say, you know, this is the mistakes. I don't want to make these mistakes that my dad made. You know, I don't want to be like my dad. You know, I used to have some of my kids tell me all the time, man, I want to be just like you when I grow up. I even had some of my older kids right now to this day that wants to actually change their name to Crier. And this is real. This is real. This is real. They, you know, but I always tell my kids, man, don't be like me. Don't never want to be like me to make the mistakes I made. Be better than me, man. Be better than me. Be better than me. And so far, you know, all I'm seeing is positive results, but it wasn't easy to get to these positive results. It was a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of years missed. And I'm gonna be talking about everything. So guys, I'm gonna end this off real quick because I don't want to make this a long video. I just want to let you guys know about the other situation. That is definitely a no-go. I felt like if I go backwards, I just destroy what I built, because that's really all people really here for. They really not here for you, despite what y'all believe. People not really here for you, man. They only here for what you represent, what you can do, and how you can benefit them. You know, they're not really here for you. They're not really here for you. People look at me like I'm just an opportunity, and that's sad for them, because the reality for them is going to actually hit, if it's not already hit now, that you will never be in my space again. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video off, guys. So the next video I drop, man, it should be part 1 of my documentary, and I'm just gonna see you guys when we get there. I'm out. Peace.